I'm your host with the most, Logan 23, joining me for Freshman Book 3, Chapter 10, Caught in the Middle. A few days later, you meet with Professor Addie to discuss your progress on Professor Vasquez's book. Good afternoon, Mizumi. Come in and make yourself comfortable. You shut the door and take a seat in front of Adia's desk. So, I read your latest chapters. You didn't like them? I was going to ask if you're doing okay. It seems like you've been under a lot of stress lately. Things have been really hard. James and I are having problems even before he moved, and now he's gone. And I can't stop thinking about... You abruptly stop speaking as you remember Yasmin's threat. About how stupid I was to date an upperclassman. Did I really think that what we had was so special that nothing would get in the way? There's a reason why many comedies end with a wedding and many tragedies end with one. Or begin with one. So you're saying that relationships make you miserable? No, what I'm saying is they take effort. Mizumi, I've been married for 15 years, and I promise you it's all worth it. For the right person. Thanks, and I appreciate you checking up on me. Anytime. Now, regarding your writing, there's just one thing. What is it? The writing in these last few chapters seems cautious. There isn't much detail. I'm guessing it's because you're worried about James not being there to edit. Try to be brave. I promise you have your own talent. Aside from that, this is coming along nicely. The bit about the babysitting Vasquez's grandson was a fun read. Thank you. It was fun to write as well. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks, Professor Adia. I'll see you at our next meeting. Return to the suite to find Abby sprawled out on the couch, staring at her laptop. Hey, Abby. Hey. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just frustrated, I guess. Kaitlyn hasn't been in stats class for a week and a half, and so I texted her asking where she was. I got a text back saying that she slept through it because she was up late with her band. And then I started thinking about the Cutter Kittens and ended up making myself mad. Abby, haven't you and Kaitlyn talked? Those girls are worth it. Haven't you and her talked? I mean, I've tried, but she doesn't get it. It's like we're talking about different people. Like, okay, maybe I was a little too sensitive about those so-called jokes, but Kaitlyn acting like these girls can do no wrong. It's like she doesn't get that even if they didn't mean to be rude, they still were. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be bad-mouthing people, especially not your best friend. You reach over and give Abby a hug. Abby, you're my friend too. She leans back and sighs. Hey, what if we try talking to Kaitlyn together? You know, since I'm close to both of you. You think that might help? Well, we'll never know until we try. Besides, if she's been missing class as much as you say, it really is time for a wake-up call. Totally. I'm really worried about her. Thanks for letting me vent. I've been a little starved for girl time lately. Same here, but hey, I'm done with my classes for the day and don't have any plans, so we can girl talk all you want. Abby glances at the door. Actually, I think I'm gonna walk downtown. Maybe head to the arcade. Just get off the campus for a few hours, clear my head. I'd love it if you came along, though. Like a friend date? Yeah. Speaking of dating... What is it? Nothing. Just that we've got a lot to talk about, so are you in? I'd love to go. I haven't been in an arcade in a long time. You're gonna love it. Come on, get your stuff. You and Abby walk downtown and stop at a local arcade. You load up on tokens before taking a good look around. Wow, this place brings me back to my childhood. I know, right? There's a place just like it in Pittsburgh where my sister and I went all the time as kids. That one didn't have roller skating, though. How is your sister? Still getting bullied? A little bit, but she's doing much better. She has made some friends on the debate team, and that seems to be good for her. That's good. I know you two are really close. Yeah, that's part of why I like this arcade. It reminds me of when we'd spend all of our allowance on tokens for skee-ball. Oh, so you're an expert? Well, I don't like to brag, but... She struts over to the skee-ball machine and puts in 2 tokens. Let me show you how it's done. Abbie cracks her knuckles and takes her first shot. It lands on the 50 point. Wow, Abbie, you really are an expert. Too scared to aim for the 100? You want moves? I'll show you moves. She takes 1 ball in each hand and rolls both of them at the same time. They go in the 100 point holes on either side. How do you do that? Very carefully. So, you gonna play around? Of course. You put 2 tokens in the adjacent machine, and it springs to life. You pick up the first ball. 50 point. Wow, you might just be as good as me. 100, 30, 40, 100. Who the man, woman? 50, 100. The ball bounces off the machine and lands in the 100 point hole on the next lane over. Well, I guess it did land in a 100 point hole. Pride goeth before the fall. The machine spits out a long string of tokens. We're rich, Abbie. Rich, I tell ya. Hooray! Okay, my arms hurt. How about Disco Dance Rebellion? How about Most Wanted? After an hour, the 2 of you run out of tokens. You know what that means, right? Time to check out the prize booth! You walk over to the booth and take a look around. Hey, look at this! You hold up a swan floaty. Okay, you have no idea how I am that exists. Are you gonna get it? I don't know, I'm still looking. As you look around, a few objects catch your eye. So we've got Swan Floaty, Notepad, or Toy Soldier. Why not Swan Floaty? I'm taking the Swan Floaty home and naming him Edwin. You're my favorite. Are you talking to me or Edwin? Yes. That was very vague. So, what did you get, Abbie? 2 vouchers for Slushies at the snack bar. To share? Maybe I want to drink both of them myself, but I guess you can have one. A few minutes later, you and Abbie sit outside and drink your giant Slushies. Feeling better? Much. Funny, I never thought I'd end up becoming the girl who only hangs out with her boyfriend, but I guess I kinda have. It's not just you. I mean, Kaitlyn and I have been off in our own worlds lately. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even gotten to tell you that Tyler and I... Abbie stops and looks away from you. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Yes? No? I don't know. What did you think I was saying? Abbie stops and takes a deep breath. Oh! Okay, alright. Tyler and I had sex for the first time last weekend. There, I said it. Wow, Abbie. How was it? Am I the first person you've told? What took you so long? I would never say that. I'm a virgin. I'm gonna be honest. The virgin life chose me. There's just no Mrs. Right. Sorry. No. No, but seriously, I'm still waiting for Miss Right. If she doesn't exist, well, I guess death is a virgin, I guess. Am I the first person you've told? How was it? Am I the first person you've told? I don't want to pry too much. Yep, first one. I mean, Tyler told Zach, but I haven't really had the chance to talk about it with anyone. Go ahead, I'm here. Abbie blushes and looks down. It was interesting. I was totally nervous that I would mess up and it wouldn't you know, be good. But then I remembered, oh yeah, it's Tyler. I love him. We can talk about this stuff. Turns out he was feeling the same way, so we both agreed not to worry about it. Oh yeah? And then what happened? I think that's for me to know, and you don't have to find out. Touché. But I think the best part was waking up together the next morning and realize that we were still the same people. Everyone talks about what a big deal your first time is, and it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. Turns out, becoming sexually active doesn't cause you to stop being a dork. God damn it, don't make me clap. What? Your dorkness doesn't go away? That's wonderful, Abby. Just don't forget to use protection, lock the door, keep the noise down, use protection. What? You think I'd ever known? I do not want a baby in the suite. I can't imagine putting a crib in the living room would be a popular decision. Just then your phone buzzes. Hey, if you're free, meet me at the coffee shop. I've got something to tell you. Looks like Chris wants me to meet him at the coffee shop. Are you ready to go back? Sure. I know a shortcut through town. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm so glad we got to catch up. Thanks for inviting me along. Thank you for coming. You arrive at the coffee shop to see Chris standing near the door. I'm assuming perfect time. We're sitting over here. Chris gestures to a table where Zig and Arjun are sitting. Hi, Mizumi. Hey. Hey, guys. You order a coffee before taking your seat. At the table, Chris has a slideshow queued up on his laptop. Presenting my newest student council proposal, the Second Chance Scholarship. Now with 100% less clip art. Glad to see you took my note about the font as well. Comic Sans was really distracting. Chris and Arjun present the slideshow, outlining the details of a plan to offer scholarships to students who have criminal histories. What many people in this country don't realize is the way that even one criminal conviction can ruin the rest of your life. Even after serving the time, many people find themselves unable to escape the stigma of a single mistake. The Second Chance Scholarship is meant to provide those in such a situation with a way out via education. Each year, 3 to 5 individuals with criminal convictions, but otherwise exceptional academic records, will be granted admission to Hartfeld University and given a scholarship equivalent to that of an average student. To be clear, this is not meant and shall not be used as a reward for criminal activity. Applicants must have completed their full sentence and must submit a personal essay and 2 letters of recommendation. Recipients will also be required to meet with their counselor regularly to make sure that they are adjusting to college life. Chris and Arjun continue outlining the details of the proposal and how it would be implemented. Finally, they turn to you and Zig. So, any thoughts? Yeah. So, where are you getting the money from this? This would be from the alumni and from donations and things like that. What about the kids who don't have criminal records? Well, keyword, he said average students. So basically, it applies to everybody. Typically, students that have below average recommendations or things like that, I mean, they, you know, like they said, they've already set the bar pretty high for them to come in as an average student, so... So the only thing I can really ever go through is, have I mentioned you're my hero? Chris shakes his head at you, but smiles. I'm honored, but flattery isn't going to get this measure passed, Mizumi. Relax, Chris, it's good to hear she likes the plan. Okay, any other questions, Zig? Yeah. Are you out of your damn minds? No? Zig, I thought you of all people would appreciate our efforts. Chris told me you were the one who inspired him in the first place. Look, boys, you're wasting your time. No one cares about this kind of thing, and even if they did, I don't need your pity. Our pity? Maybe you don't think I'm as successful as you, but I'm doing just fine without a college degree. And I certainly don't need you to make a program for me. For you? This program is for anyone with a criminal record who served their time. Then why show me? Oh, I get it. You want me to be tell you you're such great people for doing this. Zig storms out without another word. You, Chris, and Arjun sit there looking at each other. Tongue-tied. Well, that didn't go as expected. Look, Zig makes a point. What's out of line? Your plan is great. Maybe Zig can't see that, but I can. I appreciate the sentiment, but there's no way the motion is going to pass now. Why? Just because Zig didn't like it? We were going to ask Zig to help us present it. You know, as a familiar face. Make it clear that this isn't just a Chris-specific thing. We hope that using a personal first-hand account would make people more sympathetic to the cause. Show that this really could change lives. So this isn't just about helping him, then? Of course not. I mean, if it helps him, great, but it's not just about him. So are you going to talk to him? I don't think so. Even if I could get him to listen, I doubt I could convince him to help me. Although, maybe you could. Huh? I guess you could say he's got respect for me. I've been getting to know him, and I know he's a little intense, but he seems to trust me. If anyone's going to be able to persuade Zig to help us, it's Mizumi. I don't know about that, but I'll give it a try. Be back in a minute. You find Zig on the sidewalk just outside the coffee shop, smoking a cigarette. So, they sent you out here to talk to me. Of course they did. Zig, yelling and storming out was uncalled for. Please give Chris and Arjun another chance. It's uncalled for. They were trying to do something good, and you just put them down and left. I needed a smoke. He takes another puff. You snatch the cigarette out of his hand. Hey! Zig, listen to me. Fine. Just give that back. I need a smoke. You hold out the cigarette. He takes it back and puts it to his lips. Okay, Mizumi, what? Chris and Arjun were going to ask you to help them move the proposal forward. Why? So I'd get disappointed when it failed? Just the opposite. They thought that if you were involved, they might stand a chance. Chris said that if you could show that there are real people who could benefit from the scholarship, people might start to care. Well, they'd be absolutely wrong. No one cares about me. Hell, I hardly care about me. But Zig... I care about you, Chris and Arjun clearly care. Don't you care about other people that this could help? I care about you. Let's try though. Zig drops a cigarette and crushes it under her shoe, then turns to you. This is really important to you, isn't it? It is, Zig. Fine, I'm in. Because of me? Look, I have every reason to think it's a fool's errand, but if you believe in it, so do I. Let's get back inside, smoke break's over, and I've got a motion to save. I can't believe it, you came back. Yeah, and I'll help you out with the scholarship motion. I guess you know I can't say no to a pretty girl. Welcome aboard. So, I don't know how much Mizumi told you about what we're planning, but we were thinking about you should come back to the meeting with us today. Today? Do I have to, like, speak or something? If you want to, you can also just observe if you want. Get a feel for what student council is like. Cool. So when do we go? Well, the meeting starts in half an hour, so I'm thinking we might as well go now. You go ahead, I'll be there in a minute. Arjun nods and he and Zig exit the coffee shop, leaving you alone with Chris. Mizumi, thank you so much for talking to Zig. You really saved us there. Anytime, but do you really think he's going to be able to change anything? I do. I have to. I mean, we've got the slideshow and stuff, and it's not like he's our entire strategy, but I really think Zig could be a game changer. Plus, Sebastian's terrified of him. As he should be. I know it's a gamble, but I'm running out of other options. I'm proud of you, Chris. You're showing the world that you won't give up without a fight. I just want to make sure my presidency means something. But thanks. The two of you stand and start to pack your things. Oh, and I also meant to ask if you had any plans for Kaitlyn's concert tomorrow. No, why? Well, if it feels like we've barely seen each other lately, and I've got an itch to play mini-golf. Sounds perfect. I thought you might say that. I'd better get to my meeting. I'll talk to you later. Chris gives you a hug and leaves. You start packing up when Kaitlyn comes in with Rachel. Hey, Kaitlyn. Hi, Mizumi. Nice hair. Kaitlyn glances nervously at Rachel for a moment, but then hurries over to you and greets you with a hug. Hug back. How's your day been? Not bad, but what have you been up to? Getting ready for my gig tomorrow, making decisions about the set list, that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess the preparation has been taking up a lot of your time. But it's gonna be so worth it. I can't wait for you to hear the new song we've been working on. Me neither. Hey, are you gonna be back at the suite tonight? I mean, I've got to get dressed for rehearsal, but I'll be by at some point. Awesome. We've been missing you. Kaitlyn glances over her shoulder and sees Rachel standing near the front of the line, tapping her foot. Yeah, I know. Kate, come on. I should go. I'll see you tonight, though. You watch Kaitlyn walk over to Rachel before you head out the door. That night, you and Abbie wait in the living room for Kaitlyn to come home. She paces back and forth. So, you think she's ever going to show up tonight? She said she would. Well, it's 10 p.m. Yeah, but that's one of the things we're here to talk about. Yeah, I just hope it actually makes a difference. Oh man, I can't wait for this confrontation to be over. Glance out the window. Well, lucky for you, it looks like she's on her way up. It'll be fine, Abbie. Kaitlyn's our friend. Right. The door swings open and Kaitlyn enters. Hey! Kaitlyn, we need to talk. Look, I really don't have time for this. I'm just here to take a shower and then I need to go. So, can this wait? No, it really can. Please, Kaitlyn. We're worried about you. Abbie says you haven't been to statistics in over a week. Yeah, it's a 9 a.m. class. The professor doesn't even take attendance. Half the class usually skips. But you didn't used to be one of them. I've been tired. You wouldn't be if you weren't out all night with your band. Who do you think you are, my mother? Don't tell me what to do. Well, excuse me. I didn't realize that being concerned for someone who I thought was my friend was a bad thing. I never... Okay, look. Kaitlyn, you aren't listening to Abbie. Abbie, you're being unreasonable. You both need to calm down. Always both. This was supposed to be a talk, not a fight. Both of you need to cool it. Both of them take a few deep breaths. You know what? I can't do this now. I'm too mad. Okay, fine. Can I go take a shower now? Sure, whatever, just go. Thanks. She pushes past Abbie and makes her way to the bathroom in a huff, slamming the door behind her. You turn to Abbie, but she's already headed for her room. Thanks for trying, but I think I just need to sleep on this, and I don't think I'm going to Kaitlyn's concert tomorrow. But Abbie... Abbie shuts the door to her room, leaving you alone. Will Abbie and Kaitlyn be able to reconcile, or will the suite be torn apart? And will the second chance scholarship succeed? Keep playing to find out. So, this is one of the reasons I really like choices. It gets my... It really applies to me, so hopefully you stayed to the end. And so I have a personal confession to make. I kind of feel like Chris right now. that I want something to matter. And for me, I want my YouTube channel to matter, you know? And I know everybody tunes in on Wednesdays and Fridays, typically for the new chapters, and then it seems like everybody just, I mean, not everybody, but 90 to 95% of everybody just pieces out after that. I tried doing quite a large variety of games and apps and even vlogging, and I just feel like it's something that I wanted to matter. I wanted our community to grow. I wanted everybody to enjoy stuff, but it just feels as of lately, um, I guess people don't feel that way. Um, so I'm gonna make a. I know I haven't been pushing the Diamond Editions as much as I have lately, as, like I said, I've been trying to do quite a variety of content, ranging from the letter to the South Park to the Kingdoms game to choices and chapters and so much stuff. I mean, there's so much content I wanted to bring, and there's not enough time in the day. Like I said in one of my prior videos, I mean, I've done over 20 videos in the past week, and all ranging from 20 minutes to an hour and almost 30 minutes. And then editing it and doing everything. I mean, I'm trying my hardest, and it just feels like things just, I don't know. I just don't want it to be fruitless and meaningless, and I don't know. There's sometimes you just get discouraged, I'm going to be honest. And it's just, especially with me being sick and everything, I was just forced to kind of sit there and look at things and then just realize things, you know? Oh, and especially the YouTube drama of them demonetizing and flagging videos, because if you're under 10,000 subscribers, YouTube kind of just screws you. Because then you have to meet the guidelines of so many thousands of views for a video to get manually reviewed, and pretty much all the videos that I've done in the past week have not hit that guideline, so all of them are demonetized, and pretty much YouTube's just left me kind of dead in the water, except for videos that have been approved prior to this week. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've tried to do as much as possible and just everything, and I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated, and that's why I said choices kind of enables these thoughts in you, and for things like this, it just comes to the surface. So I apologize if I ranted or I don't know. I wouldn't say incoherent or coherent thought process, but I don't know. It just seems jumbled in my head, and I just don't know what to do. I'm honestly just kind of frustrated, but I'm trying to keep my mind busy by doing content and whatever. But, like I said, sometimes doing a video like this kind of brings things to the surface. But with that being said, let me know in the comment section below if you did enjoy it or not. Hell, you know, even if you have a suggestion for me in the comment section. That's been something since day one. I'm always willing to take criticism, always willing to take anything to heart and listen, and that's what I build my community on, is people to sit and talk about things and even have disagreements or suggestions, criticism, whatnot. Other than that, you know what to do, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.